I never believed in haunted things until the day I found the doll. She was sitting on the top shelf of the antique store, her porcelain face cracked near the left eye, her painted lips frozen in a perfect, unsettling smile. I don't know why I bought her. Maybe it was the loneliness after my mother died, the silence in the house pressing so hard that even a cracked doll felt like company. The first night, she sat on my dresser, smiling in the glow of the streetlight leaking through the curtains. I woke around 3 a.m., and in the dim light, her eyes seemed to glisten. I told myself it was just the reflection of the headlights passing by. But when I woke up again, she wasn't on the dresser. She was on the floor, lying on her side, still smiling at me. I put her back, but each morning she would be in a different place. By the door, on my nightstand, once even tucked under the blankets beside me, her cold porcelain hand resting on my arm. I started to hear noises at night. Tiny footsteps across the wooden floor, the soft click of her porcelain joints moving in the dark. I would lie awake, holding my breath, listening as she scuttled around the room, dragging her cracked legs, giggling in a thin, breathy voice that echoed in the silence. The third week, I found her in the kitchen, sitting on the counter, her head tilted, that awful smile wider somehow. There were tiny, wet footprints on the counter, leading to the sink where the faucet was dripping even though I hadn't used it. I tried to throw her away. I wrapped her in a towel and buried her deep in the trash bin outside. That night, I woke to the rustling of plastic bags and the creak of the back door. I wanted to get up, to run, but fear pinned me down. In the darkness, I heard her giggling again, closer, closer, until I felt something small and cold climb onto the bed. Her cracked porcelain fingers touched my cheek, and she whispered in that thin, papery voice, "Why did you leave me outside?" In the morning, she was back on the dresser, smiling. Her crack had grown longer, splitting her cheek, revealing something dark inside. I started to see her when I was awake, in the corner of my eye, moving when I wasn't looking. I would pass by the hallway mirror and catch her standing behind me, head tilted, her smile reflecting back at me. When I turned, she was gone. But her giggling echoed in the empty hall. I tried burning her. I doused her in lighter fluid and dropped a match, watching her porcelain face blacken and crack further. The smell of burning hair and paint made me gag, but I watched until the flames died out, and all that was left were shards. That night, I woke to the sound of something scraping across the floor, the pieces of her dragging themselves across the wood, the shards moving like insects, clicking and snapping back together. I lay frozen as she reassembled herself, piece by piece, until she stood at the foot of my bed, her head tilting slowly, her empty eye sockets glowing faintly in the dark. "I'm still here," she whispered. The next morning, she was whole again, sitting on my chest when I opened my eyes, her tiny hands pressed on my shoulders, pinning me down with surprising strength. I couldn't scream, couldn't move, as her cracked face lowered closer to mine, her smile stretching impossibly wide, the darkness inside her crack pulsing like a heartbeat. "You're mine now," she said. I tried leaving the house, but the doors wouldn't open, the windows nailed shut from the outside. The lights flicker constantly, and the air feels heavy, like something is watching from every shadow. She moves freely now, climbing across the walls and ceiling, her giggle following me from room to room. At night, she crawls under the covers with me, whispering secrets in the voice of my mother, telling me how warm it is inside the darkness of her crack, telling me how much she loves me, how I will never be alone again. I don't sleep anymore. She doesn't let me. If I close my eyes, I feel her cold fingers against my eyelids, prying them open, whispering, "Watch me." And I do. I watch as she dances in the moonlight, her limbs twisting and bending in ways that shouldn't be possible, her smile splitting wider with every movement, her eyes glinting like wet stones, never blinking. Last night, I saw her reflection in the mirror, but it wasn't just her face smiling back at me. It was mine too, my mouth stretching, my eyes unblinking, the darkness leaking from the cracks in my skin, pulsing with every beat of my heart. Now, as I sit here writing this, I can feel her inside me, giggling, whispering, telling me that it's almost time. I can feel my smile stretching, splitting, cracking, the darkness inside growing, filling me until I am just like her. She is sitting beside me, watching, smiling, waiting for me to finish so we can go find you next. And when we do, we will bring the darkness with us, and you will never be alone again.
Like and subscribe to Scary Tales Story for more horror tales that will haunt your dreams and keep you checking the shadows.